Every call, every stop, every pursuit. Law enforcement operates in a world where seconds matter and decisions shape outcomes. From high-speed chases to tense confrontations, each moment is unpredictable, testing the limits of officers and suspects alike. Now let's explore together the raw, unfiltered reality of policing.
On December 10th, 2024, Trooper merged onto the highway traveling southbound. A white 2022 Dodge Challenger was observed traveling in the left lane at 65 miles per hour for about 3 miles. When the trooper attempted a traffic stop, the driver increased speed, initiating a high-speed chase. The chase started as the suspect exceeded speeds of 100 miles per hour. With the suspect weaving recklessly through light traffic under clear weather conditions, the trooper engaged in a high-speed pursuit, reaching speeds of up to 139 miles per hour. The suspect continuously changed lanes erratically, maneuvering between vehicles and onto the shoulder in an attempt to evade capture. Exercising patience, the trooper waited for the perfect moment to execute a precise pit maneuver to bring the chase to an end safely. The trooper recognized the perfect moment to execute a pit maneuver, ensuring the safety of other road users. Once the suspect's vehicle came to a stop, the driver exited and fled on foot. The trooper immediately gave chase, issuing commands to stop, but the suspect ignored them. During the brief pursuit, the suspect slipped twice, giving the trooper the opportunity to tackle and subdue him on the grass. The suspect now faces multiple misdemeanor and felony charges, including fleeing in a vehicle, resisting arrest, and drug possession. The incident concluded without significant injuries or further escalation. On April 6, 2024, Trooper Williams identified a black Nissan Altima matching a bolo for felony shoplifting out of Locust Grove. The vehicle had noticeable front passenger side damage, confirming the match. After coordinating with another unit, the driver began erratic lane changes and increased speed. Emergency lights were activated at mile marker 225, initiating a high-speed pursuit.
Headed up towards the 228, down the left lane. Go up lane 228. Left lane. There's a lot of cars for me to. I'm not able. Everyone able to fit. In the left lane. Now passing the 228. Contact Troop C in Clinton County border. I'll step around.
During the pursuit, the suspect drove recklessly, weaving through lanes, emergency lanes, endangering other motorists and forcing vehicles off the road. Trooper Williams attempted a precision immobilization technique at mile marker 230, but disengaged due to nearby traffic, prioritizing public safety.
They still rolling. We in coming up on the 231. They're going towards the right lane.
Everyone check the pit, continue.
Right lane. We still by.
The suspect continues to flee, recklessly endangering other road users. Notice the damage to the back bumper, a clear sign of their dangerous actions. Let's find out how this intense chase concludes.
Check for 285.
Pit. Start 52. Pit. Start 52. Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Step out with your hands up! Stand up! Walk backwards towards me! Walk backwards towards me!
Trooper Williams and deputies swiftly secured the scene with weapons drawn, ensuring safety. The passenger complied, was handcuffed, and identified as Crystal Lachelle King. She was transported to Piedmont Henry for medical clearance before being released to Locust Grove authorities. Meanwhile, the injured driver, identified as Haley Christine Bott, was extracted from the vehicle, treated on site, and taken into custody. This high-stakes chase ended with both suspects detained and the roadway secured. The Florida Highway Patrol received reports of a vehicle fleeing a traffic stop and driving recklessly. In response, Trooper Walner Roy activated his lights and sirens to initiate a search for the suspect vehicle. Minutes later, Trooper Roy spotted a dark-colored Kia Stinger speeding and weaving dangerously through traffic. Based on its behavior, he reasonably identified it as the fleeing vehicle.
Echo Victor Tango, Foxtrot 36. Then I'll pass 17.
Alright, he's approaching 17 right now.
Still heading east. On the perimeter, roll out.
Alright, 167 and 12 Avenue right now.
Heading north on 12.
Eastbound 170 carried from 12.
Hit.
Trooper Roy, believing he had located the suspect, executed a pit maneuver on the vehicle. However, in an unexpected twist, the driver turned out to be a police captain, not the fleeing suspect.
Oh, I didn't see your lights. I didn't see your lights in the back. Oh, you got the wrong car. I didn't see the lights in the back. Nah, I got the wrong car. I didn't see lights in the back. I'm sorry, wrong vehicle. You have no lights in the back? Oh, not even the description of the vehicle. It was a blacked out car with a damn. It was a blacked out car, I didn't see that. Blacked out car was right on the dash. Oh my God. They didn't get enough info. didn't give her enough info. That's definitely my fault. I didn't even notice it. I didn't see any lights on the car, and I'm like, this car is... Yeah, but when they called it said eastbound at 47, and I saw your car pass by.
Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think was at fault here? According to Opelika Police, Captain Krotenberg was participating in a multi-agency gang task force operation. With the assistance of a police helicopter, officers were actively tracking a suspect involved in a violent crime. However, the unexpected pit maneuver abruptly removed the captain from the pursuit, adding a chaotic twist to the operation. April 25th, 2023 deputies from the Monroe County Sheriff's Office received a be-on-the-lookout alert for a white van being driven erratically. The Key West Police Department had reported the vehicle as stolen. Responding to the situation, law enforcement quickly identified the vehicle and initiated a pursuit. The tension built as the chase began, with the van showing no signs of stopping.
Good shot.
Take it over. Down, he's on ramp. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. He's on ramp. Slow it down. Speeds are about 10 miles an hour, northbound 18-mile marker. Can you guys advise FHP2, please?
Even with his tires deflated, the suspect showed no intention of stopping, continuing his desperate attempt to flee from law enforcement.
What a crazy, what the
You're at 40 miles an hour, northbound 19-mile marker. Stand by. Watch your back.
Don't stand in the road, 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 don't stand in the road. Get out of the road.
We're coming up on train. If you can set up spikes side of the road.
Get out of the road, Tom. Bro, Tom, get out of the road. Get out of the road.
Watch it.
You standing in front of the car. Do not ever do that, please.
Spike strips were deployed, deflating more tires, but unbelievably, the suspect became even more reckless in his driving. With the vehicle now moving at a slower speed, should the trooper execute a pit maneuver to bring this dangerous chase to a safe and decisive end?
He's got one tire back passenger side tire is the only one that's good still. The side, driver's side, back tire just blew out.
Copy. When he slows down or comes to a stop, we have K9 en route. Key West PD K9. So, maybe fast once you help with traffic. Let me know. Northbound 27-mile marker.
The chase was spiraling out of control, and troopers recognized the urgent need to stop the suspect before he caused an accident. With this in mind, one more set of spike strips was deployed in a final effort to bring the pursuit to an end.
Oh. You got it.
4600. C34. Confirming all tires spiked.
20 miles an hour.
Back in pursuit.
The van finally came to a stop, and the driver, identified as Derek Smith, exited the vehicle along with his girlfriend, who was in the passenger seat. Derek Smith was charged with fleeing driving, while license suspended, reckless driving, possession of drugs. The trooper, while patrolling the roadside, observed a vehicle traveling at an excessive speed. Without hesitation, he activated his emergency lights and initiated pursuit.
Arkansas tags, Adam John Frank, 3-4 John. Correction, he's pulling over.
Where are you at, sir?
Madison 7505.
10-4.
Turn it off!
I'm done.
Turn the car off.
Yes, sir.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car!
Realizing he could no longer escape with the trooper in close pursuit, the suspect surrendered. He stopped the vehicle and, following the trooper's commands, exited and gave himself up. Upon inspection, it was revealed that the suspect did not have a valid driver's license. He was taken into custody and transported to the police station, where he now faces a fine. On October 12, 2024, Trooper observed a gray Mercedes passenger car traveling at a high rate of speed. With quick action, the trooper closed the distance and confirmed the vehicle's speed on radar, 81 miles per hour in a 60-mile-per-hour zone. Recognizing the safety risk, Trooper Smith immediately activated his lights and siren to initiate a traffic stop. Due to heavy traffic, the trooper temporarily lost sight of the suspect but remained determined, navigating the streets in search of the vehicle. Let's see how it all came to an end.
Hey, step out! Step out of the car. Lay on the ground. You just run from me? Who else is in the car? I'm talking to you, dude. Who else is in the car? Speak up. 41, I got one.
After circling back, the trooper located the gray Mercedes 350. A felony stop was conducted, and the driver, identified as Chike Ekinyanwu, was called out of the vehicle and taken into custody without further incident. He now faces multiple charges, including felony fleeing, leaving the scene of an accident, reckless driving. On May 15, 2024, the Florida Highway Patrol received a request for assistance from the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office, which was attempting to stop a red Toyota pickup truck near Highway 85 and College Boulevard, just north of Niceville, Florida. As the pursuit continued northbound on Highway 85, troopers assumed control of the chase.
Over to channel 1. All units that's not involved, over to channel 1. That message is 13950. You can update as soon as you can.
As soon as the trooper took over as the primary unit in the pursuit, he nearly brought the suspect to a stop. However, the suspect managed to evade the trooper's attempts and continued fleeing, with the trooper remaining right on his tail.
I copy pit. Mile marker 2085 northbound, mile marker 20 northbound 85. Signal 4. Copy signal 4. You said 4?
The trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to roll over multiple times before crashing into a tree. The suspect, 24-year-old Malik Humphreys, fled on foot into a wooded area but was quickly located and arrested. Humphreys is now in the Okaloosa County Jail, facing charges of fleeing and eluding, resisting arrest, and additional offenses, including a hold on a charge out of Georgia. February 21, 2024, while monitoring westbound traffic on Interstate 10, trooper intercepted urgent radio communications from fellow units. A vehicle was reported fleeing near State Road 29, prompting immediate action. Joining the pursuit, trooper maneuvered eastbound on Interstate 10, strategically positioning to intercept the suspect vehicle as it approached. Within moments, the target was identified. Emergency lights flashed, sirens blared, and the chase began. The suspect vehicle exited the highway at mile marker 5, veering onto 9 Mile Road, accelerating recklessly and actively fleeing. What started as a routine patrol quickly escalated into a high-stakes pursuit.
Right here.
The suspect vehicle tore through the streets at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Sharp turns and reckless maneuvers left chaos in its wake, with the driver even daring to travel head-on into opposing lanes of traffic. The danger intensified with every second as the pursuit escalated, weaving dangerously through unsuspecting vehicles. Trooper maintained focus, tracking the suspect with precision, waiting for the perfect moment to execute a pit maneuver. The tension mounted, every second critical, every move calculated. The question remained, when the opportunity strikes, will it be enough to end this chase safely? Let's see what happens next. The pursuit reached its critical moment as the pit maneuver was expertly executed, forcing the suspect vehicle off the roadway and into a ditch. The impact sent the car into a violent series of rolls, overturning multiple times before finally coming to rest upright. Troopers acted swiftly, apprehending the driver as the chaos settled. Due to the severity of the crash, emergency medical services were called to the scene to evaluate the suspect. Once secured, the suspect was transported to a local hospital under escort for further assessment. As the investigation unfolded, alarming details emerged. The suspect vehicle had been involved in 2 hit-and-run collisions during the high-speed pursuit. A background check revealed a suspended license and a history of multiple felony warrants out of Wisconsin. This chase, now over, exposed a trail of recklessness and crime. On November 20th, 2020, a trooper observed a vehicle failing to obey a traffic control device and neglecting to use turn signals. The trooper activated emergency lights and sirens, attempting to initiate a traffic stop. Initially, the driver came to a brief stop, but then fled the scene, accelerating aggressively and initiating a high-speed pursuit.
William Paul Zebra 355, WPZ 355. No, 1080. On Harrison Road, coming up on Rugby Avenue.
The trooper encounters a challenging situation, navigating through a densely populated area lined with houses, making it unsafe to execute a PIT maneuver. Despite the obstacles, the trooper remains focused, staying with the suspect. Let's see how this intense chase comes to an end.
Right-hand turn on Cambridge. Left-hand turn, Virginia Avenue. Taking 85 south.
Despite 2 previous attempts at a pit maneuver, the trooper remains patient, carefully waiting for the right opportunity to safely bring this pursuit to an end.
Medium walk. The wrong way in Interstate 85.
After the third pit maneuver, the suspect astonishingly turns the vehicle around and continues fleeing, now driving in the wrong direction on the highway. This reckless action creates unimaginable danger for other road users. The trooper knows time is critical. He must end this pursuit as quickly as possible to prevent further harm. Another pit maneuver, but without success, the trooper is losing patience. Is this pursuit over?
Rear driver's side tire is out. Sparks flying. He is out of control.
Finally, after the last pit maneuver, the pursuit came to an end as the suspect's vehicle became disabled from extensive damage. The trooper quickly secured the scene, issuing firm verbal commands while displaying a firearm. The driver was taken into custody, arrested for fleeing and eluding law enforcement. April 3, 2022, Trooper observed a gray Infiniti SUV without headlights on while patrolling stationary on 1st Avenue near 11th Street. When Trooper attempted a traffic stop near 12th Street, activating emergency lights, the vehicle briefly stopped before suddenly accelerating away, initiating a pursuit. Trooper activated the siren as the vehicle fled recklessly, making a left onto 12th Street, then onto Front Avenue, running multiple red lights during the chase. Trooper ended the pursuit with a pit maneuver, causing the vehicle to spin and crash into a concrete wall after crossing a median and parking lot. Trooper gave commands to the driver, Dalvin Hudgens, and the passenger to get on the ground. Both were handcuffed at the scene. GCIC search showed the passenger had warrants with Columbus Police and Coweta Sheriff's Office. The passenger was taken into custody for her warrant, and Mr. Hudgens was transported to Muscogee County Jail. A Florida Highway Patrol trooper spotted a black Dodge Challenger with dark window tint driving recklessly on E75 in Collier County. The vehicle was overtaking traffic at high speeds, tailgating, and aggressively changing lanes, creating a serious hazard for other motorists. To avoid alerting the driver, the trooper pursued the Challenger without activating lights and sirens. Despite this, the vehicle continued to flee.
Taking off on me, he signaled all over the road, approaching the 108 at a very high rate of speed. He was driving on the shoulder prior to activation of lights. He's driving on the shoulder right now, 120 miles an hour. Northbound right now, approaching the 109.
The suspect accelerated to a staggering 120 miles per hour, creating a significant gap between himself and the trooper. While weaving through traffic in an attempt to catch up, the trooper could barely keep the fleeing vehicle in sight.
Still have him on camera? There's traffic somewhere in there. There's a whole bunch of large trucks that are walking. What you said, well, looks like he's stopping. 10-4 vehicle possibly stopping. That's the Toronto Heights shoulder vehicle stopping.
The suspects were ultimately arrested. The girlfriend, who was driving, and the boyfriend, who was in the passenger seat. The driver faced charges of reckless driving, fleeing and eluding law enforcement, and driving without a license, bringing this intense chase to a close. January 17, 2021. Trooper spotted this, a black Jeep SUV roaring through traffic at a staggering 89 miles per hour. But it didn't stop there. As lights flashed and sirens blared, the driver only got bolder, swerving dangerously between lanes and pushing speeds over 100 miles per hour. Would Trooper end this high-speed chaos before it reached congested traffic? The pursuit was on.
on the ground. Out of the vehicle. Get on the ground. All the way on the ground. All the way on the ground.
Trooper executed a precision maneuver to stop a black Jeep in a rural area, preventing danger in heavier traffic. 5 occupants complied, and the driver, Ryan Patrick Johnston, was detained. The odor of alcohol and vodka in the vehicle raised suspicions. Despite initial refusal, Johnston later agreed to blood work, revealing prior drinking. After medical clearance, Trooper transported him to jail on felony fleeing charges. Captured on video and audio every step of the way, troopers located a homicide suspect and attempted to initiate a traffic stop. However, the suspect failed to comply, leading to a lengthy pursuit. Maintaining focus and coordination, troopers worked to safely bring the pursuit to an end while ensuring public safety. Here's what happened next.
Speed to 20. First test fail.
As we can see, the trooper attempted a pit maneuver in a safe location, prioritizing the safety of other road users. However, the suspect managed to stay on the road and continued his escape. Will he manage to evade, or is the end near? Let's find out.
Say this, the homicide suspect, Blackfield driver.
Copy, getting off on Hill.
Direction chief. Second pit attempt. Second pit attempt. I'll be successful. Going westbound on the hill.
Another pit maneuver, but the suspect recovers once more and stays on the road, determined to continue his escape.
What was 14's traffic? He didn't hear us. Oh, okay. Speed's at 90. Speed's at 90. Always crashed out. Crashed out, it's out the read. Just remember, we had the gun.
Crashed out the read.
Hands out, both of them! Both of them! Both of them! Don't move. I'm not moving. I got him. We got to get him unbuckled. I got both hands. Will you get him unbuckled for me? Yep.
The suspect enters an unpaved section of the road, loses control, and ends up in a ditch. The trooper quickly moves in, subdues the suspect, and takes them into custody. Another pursuit is brought to a safe conclusion, thanks to the trooper's decisive actions. A trooper was patrolling on Washington Street when dispatch advised that the St. Francis County Sheriff's Office was in pursuit of a red Dodge Ram pickup with Arkansas plates traveling northbound on Washington Street. Acting quickly, the trooper proceeded south on Washington Street and successfully intercepted the pursuit near McDaniel Avenue, taking position as the primary unit. Let's check what happened next in this intense chase.
Speeds at 37. Washington, Holiday.
The TVI maneuver caused the suspect vehicle to roll over and become disabled in a ditch along Washington Street. Officers conducted a high-risk felony takedown, during which Hunter exited the vehicle while drinking a can of beer. He was arrested without incident and taken to Forest City Medical Center for shoulder pain. Charges filed: driving while intoxicated, driving on suspended license, no seatbelt, no liability insurance open container, in vehicle drinking on the highway, improper lane usage, failure to obey traffic control device, refusal to submit to chemical tests.